Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans and friends alike. Welcome to Game 2 of Winter Tournament 2025, The Great Chaos Caper, Danny versus Scar. My name is Luffy. I am joined in the booth by Lord Fizzlebeath. We'll be restreaming and pushing the buttons and talking and stuff. Fizzle, how you doing tonight, bud?
Hi, I'm here. We're here. Is game 2 is gonna be good. Other than the fact that I have rolled yet another black belt seed. I'm sorry, Danny.
I think you told me you're 100% at rolling black belt season this tournament, which makes me a little sad that I'm not participating because black belts are like my jam. I love them, but our friend Danny not the biggest fan of them. So the apology is definitely well warranted. I'm sure we'll see how Scar does. I don't know how Scar runs black belts, but Danny knows how to do a black belt. It's fine. And these flags, I mean, you can make a black belt work, but I mean, fighter is the preferred melee, I would think, in these kind of flags, at least in this scaling.
And I can tell that Danny is going to want one because there is an empty fizz over there, and I know she's really going to want to fill that with a fighter. For Scar, unsure what the plan is here, other than it seems like we're definitely going to be looking for a fourth. With a black belt named X's, I can't help but wonder if that's telegraphing we really want to Dan this thing.
Yeah, I was feeling the same way. We'll see. I mean, I think the plan is to assume that we'll get rid of this black belt and we'll pick up the next best melee we see, preferably a fighter, a thief if we really hang on. We'll see. But I mean, out of the gate, we'll see what the magic looks like. White mage, black mage. We forced the white mage on him also, which Danny's probably not the biggest fan of, but they have some utility. They have some sweeper spells, albeit they're much weaker and less of them than the black mage, but they can be fine. They can be fine. And the black mage, I think, on both parties makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely the black mage to help offset the boat anchor that we have in slot 2, but
it's gonna be fine. You rolled them level 1 harm 3 or something, and it'll be like, all right, we'll kill this thing when it's time. All right, we're off. Let's see how we do here. To the item shop. No item for sale. Let's see what we got here for recruitable. It's a fighter. Okay. I'm going to find out pretty quick about this black belt, I think.
Oh, both runners immediately going for the fighter.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Look at that. Look how good this white mage is.
Now, this is an aberration.
That's a very quality bunch of level 1 spells there for the black mage too. This is nice. This is real nice. Not often you get your choice of sweeper from a white mage.
Counterpoint. That means that with Fade and Harm 4 on the same level, level 1 is the only damage dealing spell that we're going to have for this white mage.
Most likely, but at least we'll have plenty of charges of the best one we'll probably get. Life 2 also is really nice to see early on. That'll be really great. I think that was slot 2 though, so we won't be getting that on our promoted fighter, I don't think.
Oh no, because our fighter
that's right,
Black Knight.
Black Knight. That's right.
So we will get that temper that we saw, but yeah.
Quad X pretty good too. Let's see here. We'll save a little rummage. We're going to check some boxes. So we're doing a shard hunt tonight, everyone. All right. So shard hunt, 28 shards in boxes. They'll be marked by trap chests. So we'll be able to tell which ones they are. Pick and choose our battles and fights, I think, and then we'll see what dungeons we run into. It's always really kind of like something I like to do in these flags. Definitely looking for a, dungeon items to be able to get through. You can get quite a few shards running through the dungeons.
I do like the early shard get, but kind of really hoping for, I don't know, some cash or something.
Yeah, something you can maybe sell.
Danny opting out of that second shard fight just to make sure that we make it through Garland. We're on wait, fade, and quad X. Fade goes out, we're going to be leaving that other box behind, I think.
Okay, we know that's there, and that's a really quick grab if we need one shard later.
Scar first on stream to successfully remove their black belt. Danny makes it to the Royals first. We get TNT and Canal.
Okay. Always interesting getting a dwarf item early. It always makes me think about some early divergence here. Heal pots, solve some pures. No camping gear. That's a bit of a bummer. Usually like to see Canaria kind of loaded up with goodies there for you. Not so much this time.
With luck, we'll be able to sort that out in Provoca. If we don't have, like, solid camping option, like if Provoca just has houses, like we don't have a source of tents or cabins in the first 2 towns, I start to get a little nervous. We do start with some, but
yeah,
I'd rather just buy 30 as soon as I can.
Exactly, yeah. Alright. Quake is a spell that exists. Lamp Wall. Again, White Mage proves to be useful. Lamp, very valuable in these flags. Just look at what happened on our race in Game 1. Lamp was the MVP in a couple fights.
With improved Dark Penalty, it really, really destroys any melee accuracy your character might have.
You kids ever see a level 50 black belt miss? Scar threw the Pirates, and I blinked and I missed what Scar got from the Pirates.
I also missed it. We got cabins out of the item shop.
That's good. That's good. It was the rod. I did see that. Okay, so no real way to maneuver just yet. We should be running into a ship, I would think, at some point.
TNT to ship feels like a thing in our near future.
Yeah. Nothing like finding a boat in a box. There's a free house. That's nice to find. With these flags, we have Marsh Cave not incentivized, so chances are we're probably not going to go there. But I do like to find an early house just in case I do have to dive a dungeon and be able to kind of, save my early charges and re-up and go back in, especially with level 1 fade.
Oh. Lazy Dwarves into Canoe. Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah. Things just got interesting.
Gonna have to go a ways yet before we get our boat. We're now headed for Crescent and Volcano.
I suppose so. Danny following suit, about to get her lazy dwarf information. Lit 3. It's pretty good at level 3. Oh, look. White Mage with exit, cure 4, harm 3.
I just need to make it clear that this never happens. Having a fully functional White Mage with just the first 3 levels of magic. No.
There we see the level 4 spells, though, with a bunch of A starting spells. So that is the White Mage showing herself. But that's, you cannot complain being forced a White Mage and then running into this in the first 3 levels of magic. That's really good. You can't complain too bad about that.
Chat saying what I'm hearing is that White Mage is the strongest class. Where's that ban button? I've got it around here somewhere.
I love this too. Danny, the divergence. I love this. It's bold.
Ooh, so there's a ruby vendor item. Not something that we need to solve for immediately, but If we can single dive Crescent later, that would be nice.
Oh.
Hmm.
So, okay. Danny rethinking Hydras with Thunder in the river system is, something Scar didn't see. But they're out there and they're dangerous. Palace swap, please.
Were those red Caribs? No, those were red Caribs.
Oof. Iron Hammer, Iron Stick. Nothing really for this fighter to swing yet.
Scar? Burning and
Zem.
counter off, I assume.
Yeah, in the level first floor of the dungeon too. Interesting.
Not checking any of the tiles yet. No boxes up there we're interested in.
Ooh, not many trap boxes here in the armory that I can see.
Yeah.
These Wiggles ogres are really rude. Thick too.
Yeah.
Are we out of Fade? Why the White Mage is just kind of sitting there taking a punch?
Mm-hmm.
No. Why are we saving him?
We might be saving them just for other encounters that are in here, for also the tile fight.
I guess.
Ice plus 3
Ooh.
sword. There's a fighter weapon.
Yeah, that's a real sword.
Looks like Danny is now headed over to Crescent. Still have that black belt alive.
Mm-hmm.
Although we are headed to the place with all the tiles, so...
Pickle's pointing out that, let me see if I can fix that for you, bud.
But this is a professional operation. I definitely remembered to change everything. Scar still in the armory. Reset and came back in, so now we have our ice sword back again. I'm gonna take the Arhydra fight. There must have been something bad on the tile when I was looking elsewhere. Quadex gets us through the Hydra. Let's see if we avoid that tile.
I think the Arhydra killed the White Mage when he was opening that box the first time, so he reset out of it.
Second ice sword. Okay, Katana is... Thanks, Steve. Thanks.
Not often you see a dual katana in two adjacent boxes.
Forced black belt, Canaria fighter. What does the seed give us? Both katanas next to each other and they're +5.
Yeah, they're gonna look real nice being sold for that ruby.
Yeah.
Danny taking a fight or two out here. Maybe thinking if she can kill the black belt. Maybe she's thinking she can grab some cash for that ruby.
I think we might be looking to afford gear. No, the inn. The inn was what we were looking for.
Yeah. Despite those two katanas that can be sold, there's not been much gold in boxes, and things have been relatively expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Can't help but notice the lack of shards here in Volcano as well.
Very, very odd so
Yeah.
far.
We've only seen one, maybe two.
Yeah, 1 or 2. That's it.
Lit 2 Axe also gives that white mage the ability to have infinite harm too, but you know that's kind of like a whatever at this point.
Still no shards. Good
Wow.
gravy. And also no sign of the incentive item. We might be headed down to the Dargon floor.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something there.
I'm kind of hoping that's it, I think.
Come on, balls.
Oh!
that was a close call. Okay, giants. Not something we want to take, not something we care about. Cerberuses.
Should be fine.
Should be fine.
Oh, should be. Hopefully we have a soft or two.
And there's the herb.
Okay.
Okay.
We do have 2 softs, okay. Yeah.
Herb will luckily, herb will hopefully lead to something, but we still have enough fetch out there that it might not. And this seed has been all about just kind of dumb direction.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's being rude, right? It didn't give us a whole lot of shards there in Volcano. It gave us some stuff we can sell to pick up that ruby, but that ruby is still all the way over in Melman useful. So, I mean, you know.
Oh, that's true. We the round of 32 flag set, we do have canoe. We have River to Melmond.
Yes, we do.
That ruby just might actually be our progression. That would be the worst.
Yeah, Dani took the river to Melman before, but then the Hydras thundered her back toward this direction. I was very excited for her diversions early. But don't blame her seeing Hydras over there with Thunder. I would just, let me just go do this simple turn in first. And yeah. Because with that early rod, I love the idea of going there and finding, maybe our boats in Earth Cave. Gonna see what this herb turns into first, though. Kinda think this is probably gonna be our canoe, but I mean, at this point, it just might be like, cube. To say, hey, look, you can go to Sky, too, when you have the opportunity.
Alright, moment of truth. Oh.
Oh! Okay,
The pre-ship floater. Let's go.
How very, very interesting.
Normally, floater this early would be amazing. However, with airboat on, we can't actually do anything with that until we find our ship. So it's like the olden days where we needed a canoe.
Mm-hmm. And now we still have to canoe over to Melman. This is funny. yeah, Pickle's hilarious. Okay.
Scar taking the scenic route up and around. What's over in Melmond? We got heal 3. We got ice 3. Okay.
Magic is adequate at best. We got some good late game stuff. Wall, life 2, fast, temper. But I mean, as far as early game, we are having to kind of really lean into this white mage, and that does feel slightly awkward.
Yeah. Okay, through the ruby. Something around here has got to be a boat.
It's a box of spiders.
Are the spiders in a boat? Nope.
Oh, nope. Y'all gonna keep fetching.
The boat continues to be elusive as we have this floater in our inventory doing absolutely nothing. Oh man.
Yeah.
There's gonna be complaints later.
I think Danny's thinking about making a run at Kelly here. Okay, yeah, she's exiting out, taking her herb, and probably taking off. Okay,
Yeah, we're taking off.
Yeah.
Almost certainly gonna stop along the way for Ruby though.
Yep, she picked up those katanas. She'll be able to sell them too.
Well, there's Oxiale.
Hey, look at that.
Notably, still not a boat.
No, Phoenix, no art tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, that was a lot of fun on Friday. Don't get me wrong, but we can't, Fizzle.
I like to keep
put in a lot of
special.
work. Yeah, they gotta be exactly special.
Yeah. You may see more yet by the end of the tournament. Well, alternatively, Riot.
All right, so Scar making the Earth Cave play. That very early Rod says we could have got here a while ago.
We've narrowed boat down to either Earth Cave or Crown Turn In, so...
Yeah.
We're checking the first floor chests because there were no shards in Volcano, and it feels like there's no shards here.
Yeah.
This is a shard hunt, right?
This last I checked. Yeah.
Right.
C loaded, probably Phoenix. Early Chime says that there's quite maybe something in there too. Marsh and Ice. I'm thinking about that. Like Fizzle, I don't know how many of these you ran or so like how often did you end up having to go to Marsh or Ice for shards? Never. Interesting.
I did not run any of the round of 32, so I was operating with only 24 shards as opposed to 28. But even at 28, I think we can get away with avoiding Marsh and Ice unless it's comically lopsided.
Yeah. That's a really nice Dragon Armor +5 there in a box that Scar found. That's going to be really sweet when we promote, hopefully, at some point.
So Danny on the second trip back through Elfland, picking up some magic stuff, has the floater.
Yep.
And I'm starting to get really worried that because she was headed for Earth Cave.
Yeah.
But very angry Hydras turned her around, and if we end up finding the boat down here, she will be kicking herself for weeks.
I mean, I totally understand why she turned, though. Like, she didn't have level 3 or 4 magic. There's a really easy turn in there at Crescent Lake. Like, I totally get it. It's a bold play, but Thunder Hydras, I mean, for all you know, they turned you away several times in the river on the way to Melman. So, I get it.
I also looked away, and I'm now seeing what appears to be a second trip down in here for Scar. Was this an exit?
He wiped two. There was some stun-touching evil undead that were making their lives miserable.
Yeah, vanilla touch attacks is quite the thing to try and bash your way through, especially in some of these earlier dungeons. Yeah, stun touch specters had it out for Scar. Yeah. And there's not really a lot they can do to like prepare for that. It's just like try and get them before they get you.
Yeah, all you do at this point now when you run into them again is you run harm 4, lit 3, like you just try to like see what hits first and hope.
Meanwhile, Danny has Crown. Nope, going back in for Crown, and then going to go get Oxiale and become increasingly mad.
See, was that a box that Scar ran into? Okay, maybe it was just a random encounter. Because they didn't go back into a room for a trap box, unless they were like, no, heck that. Through the vampire.
Okay, Danny now has Oxyl, Rod has been used. Let's see what's down on this floor. Thunder Wizards.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright.
That is a problem.
That's very...
That's a big problem.
Yeah. Especially if they're ambush happy like that. Oh dear.
Question in chat, did Danny roll her own seed? Well, it's still a Trash Island seed. I stepped in today to roll it.
Point of order. We are now exactly in the same spot, and Danny's about to maybe see what happened. So maybe the best thing is not having gone here 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. Everything in this direction had thunder, I guess. So
yeah. Yeah, Dark Twins Crown turning looking more and more appealing by the minute, I think.
Oh, am I gonna get more angry words from her after? Well, we'll see if she runs into the Thunder Wizards, but I can already tell I'm gonna get an angry memo from Scar.
Yeah. I don't think they are too happy. Oh, here are those stun touch undud again.
Oh, and they got the ambush. Oh.
Yeah, they're ambush happy too. Alright, turn order, please. Danny did wipe to something too. I think, because she's heading back in now, unless she exited out to save some cash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the Thunder Wizards.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Alright. This is still fine.
Is it?
It's still fine. You know, we don't know what's here. This still could very well be our boat and required.
Yeah. But with the amount of thunder going on in here, I hesitate to call that fine.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to think positively for our runners here. Because I'm just hoping that this isn't like a defense sword or something, you know? And that crown turn in is...
Mm-hmm. Danny taking another wipe to the stun touch undead as Cocktreese's... Oh no, that was vanilla touch attacks. Right, stone touch. Yeah. I played this game before. Hello, wizards. Oh, we survive. Melee is kind. Lightning 3 goes out. Does that help us? It helps a little bit. More melee. Oh, I think we're making it through a wizard fight. Oh.
Okay. 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 Alright, now what can be in these boxes?
Boat and fetch.
I meant like enemy-wise. We're not gonna run into like wizards in a box here too, are we?
About that. It is possible.
That's not a very good box either.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Scar going with the Quake play on these, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I probably would have saved Quakes for Lich, but not a terrible idea.
These are very dangerous undead.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. All right. Is this our item? There's our ship.
There's our ship.
Okay. I was wondering. Yeah, I had half a mind to warp out of there too. Yeah.
Don't tempt anything. Just get out.
Yeah. All right. Poison touch something over here.
Poison touch likely from the arachnids.
Yeah. Yeah, Possum. Exit was definitely, I think, the correct play there too. That's a very, very dangerous Earth Cave.
Yeah. I maintain that Lich is a free shard vending machine. However, if there's like, super powered wizards hurling the Wrath of Zeus at you, standing in front of the vending machine, like you could just leave. Leaving is an option.
Yeah.
And ground turn in was slab.
Danny conserving a couple magic charges here.
Mm-hmm. All right, Danny, we can make it through this.
All right, lit 3 clears the field. That's good. Gonna get her other shard. Realize she has to open the other box too.
Okay, yep.
Didn't see what these guys had anything, so I think we're fine.
Scar going for slab turn in immediately. Really
Interesting.
Wants to know what this is. I wonder what we're looking for. Cause like maybe we're hoping
tail?
for a cube or tail. We do have a fair amount of armor.
That dragon +5 that they found, I would really want to put that on too.
Danny is gambling. Danny is gambling mega hard and is pressing forward.
Okay.
Danny, please.
Okay. This is an option. It's an option.
Okay, this will pay off if we find ribbons or Maza in the other Earth floor boxes.
Yeah. It's bold. I mean, wizards, they can show up on this floor.
Yep.
You know, we've seen them already, but
so can the undead, yep.
No, it's okay though. So
okay,
okay,
Maza's out, so that's in Cardia.
Okay.
All right,
we're just going for the shards.
We're running for the vending machine. Okay.
Okay. Okay. There's Masa +5 there too. That's a really nice sword.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we made it to Lich's floor.
Okay.
Pretty sure wizards don't spawn here. Pretty sure the undead pack is not down here.
Yeah, trolls and other garbage, but here we go.
Yeah, we just have to beat up the vending machine.
Going for temper strats. Ice 2 is moderately uncomfortable. Okay, it's fast first, alright. And then maybe we'll start throwing some cake.
Nah, I think we're going for damage.
Doesn't matter.
It's liched. It really doesn't.
Alright. That's got to feel pretty good for Danny. There's a couple of shards.
So Scar's still working on Cardia. Looks like we found where some of our shards went.
Yeah, I have to take a good look at their screen next time they give me a pause there. That's at least the second or third box that had some. So they haven't taken out the Fiend, so they left their 2 shards behind in Earth Cave and Volcano. Danny's got 2, so maybe Scar's at like 6. Danny's at 4, I think, or 6 and 8.
I tried to look at both and I failed to see either. Oh, chat's got us covered. Scar has 7.
Xcal plus 4 also. Interesting. Thank you, Ale.
I'm having thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
With Xcal and Maza in our inventory, a black belt swinging a Maza is still, like, a thing.
A Maza plus 5, right? I mean, I don't hate the idea of bringing that black belt back up here to swing that sword.
Once we get tail.
Not right now. Yeah, once we get tail. Danny getting her slab. Scar making the on-rack play. Gonna do waterfall first.
I mean, all these shards gotta go somewhere. Chat's been calling out for loaded C, so I guess we'll see if that pays off.
Yeah. Alright. Danny with 6 shards. Okay, I got a good look there.
Okay.
At least 1 here. And we get a key from the robot.
Okay.
Alright, Danny gonna translate her slab. Not sure if she'll beeline right over to LaFane either, but we know that turns into the power bonk. You know, moderately useful and definitely appreciated. But not what you would hope for walking there. Yeah, Phoenix, that does open up the C incentive.
No, Danny, that's the wrong way to clear Cardia. Go back, Forest. Okay. Oh, that would definitely explain why there was the beeline straight for slab turn in, because we did have Oxyel, but I forgot that Mermaid Prison was on, so yeah. That makes sense now. That makes a lot of sense now.
Yep. These are very, very thick gas dragons, too. They took a 400 HP swing there and just shrugged it off.
Okay, mermaids first. Shifting the Bane sword down to our white mage. Bane can do some things in here. If this is for Kraken, it's a very early move. Might just be one of those things where we're doing it now just so we don't have to care later.
Okay, so Danny got her incentive Xcal out of that box in Cardia and then just took off to go do the slab turn in.
Danny, please.
Did not get her Masa.
Danny, please. Danny, you have no shards. Go back to Cardia.
Pickles in chat saying they might save those Cardia shards till after promotion. I'm not sure, like, it sounds like an interesting thought. I don't know how to play these. Is that like a good idea?
So I would take the levels now, especially in a 3-man. Well, I take the levels now because I know my next destination is preferably going to be either sea or sky, depending on what I get out of. I think I'm headed to waterfall ordeals after that, and so like I need levels to survive those. in terms of like the knight getting use out of black magic, I think we saw low level fast, which that would be good. But other than that, I don't think we saw anything that really like made me jump for joy.
A couple of trap boxes here in the incentive room in C.
Ooh, Danny going for the ordeals play. All right.
Okay, we haven't seen this yet. Loot.
Well, we have to go over there anyway to get our key, so we're almost certainly going to be headed there sooner than later anyway.
Danny did pick up Warp 2 while she was over there in Lefane. Not sure how many shots of that we have. It was level 6, so maybe we have 1?
Maybe.
I think she's level 16. None.
Right. Scar exit saved. Back in we go. Going for a Kraken kill, because holy crap, we need shards.
Yeah, we do. We need shards. Danny gets a bit of a zonk, but I think she knows her way through now.
Where are all the shards? Like,
yeah, green boxes are just in, you know, a little bit of cash. Like, what's going on here? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's trouble.
That is not good. Yep. Yep.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Yep.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Okay, so Vanilla Death Touch.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. Alright, well, she knows her way through, so this should be a pretty quick little zippity-doo-dah back up there, and then, you know, opening another terrible box. Because that was in the box.
Just kind of hoping we don't get ambushed.
Yeah. Huh. Poison touch lobsters, that's cute. Ooh, wolves have brack.
Oh.
Okay, so... Okay.
Starting to wonder if I need to go into hiding.
Not many shards here in Sea Shrine either. At least, you know, Kraken has 4 behind themselves for their prize, but this is,
Okay, there's only 2 of them.
Yep, and we did not get ambushed this time.
Quadex is a solid pick.
Yep. Alright, they were light too.
Meanwhile, Scar the Kraken.
Interesting. A bottle.
Gonna go for wall. Gonna
Oh,
go
dear.
for fast. Incoming melee does kind of a number. Fast
Oh.
wall goes off. We're on heal pot strats with the white mage. We're gonna try temper again. Heal pot goes off. Swing 678. Okay. Kraken takes us down to 8 health.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. And another melee takes it the rest of the way. Okay, well, we did some damage. We got life 2.
They keep their buffs, right?
They keep their buffs. Black Mage detonated, but the fighter is back up. Here comes Ink. Melee, 1164, down goes Kraken, and while I was looking away, Dani died again, didn't she?
Yeah, she got the bottle out of the box, and then 2 steps later, sorcerers.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Alright, they didn't ambush again. Look at that. Spells auto-retarget also.
Yes, they do.
How very interesting.
Yep.
Danny saying, yeah, that's good enough for me. Do not blame you one bit. Let's see what's in this bottle.
If it's cube, that's really going to be a double-edged sword because that's going to send us way off in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. Loot and Key being the answer of the Onrak continent.
Mm-hmm.
And there are tents for sale there. I'm not sure if we saw them anywhere else.
I don't think so.
What's this bottle? It is the cube. Okay.
Meanwhile, over here in Canaria Armory... we get the defense sword. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Well, that fills me with a little bit of thought that this tail is going to end up being here in Sky. So...
yeah. Yeah, the big question is, where are all the shards? Like...
yeah. Well, here's 3 on this floor right here. So I think we're about to have Sky provide.
Mm-hmm.
Ambushing chimeras, that's rude.
You know what else we haven't seen so far? Ribbons.
Yeah, not a 1 yet. 8 shards for Danny. I think Scar has 12... 14? There was quite a few in Sea Shrine with the 4 behind Kraken. So I think they got 6 out of Sea Shrine, if not 7.
So, Scar's gonna take a crack at Ordeals, as Danny's still working on Mirage Sky.
And alright, Scar. I think they know their way through. Yep. So let's see if they run into these wizard problem or sorcerer problem. I almost got really excited thinking that was a pack of like 7 whiz mummies, but the palette
Right?
swap threw me off.
Just like, I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, right?
Scar lands the 2 sorcerer formation. gets the turn order, makes it through. Danny lands a Vorpal +5 out of greater than less than. And Scar says, nope, don't want to muck around with ordeals anymore.
Yep, they got their item, they're out of here.
So Scar getting Q, probably going to head to Sky next.
Five shards so far on the first 2 floors of Sky.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
So Danny's going to head up to Sky as Scar continues with Mirage. What do we still have not ticked off? Crystal?
And tail.
So I think this has to be Crystal in the tail.
I think so, because the defense sword was found, power bonk was found.
Yep.
What other incentive gear do we
X-Cal
have?
was found.
X-Cal was found,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so the tail is going to be behind this this chain here.
Mm-hmm.
So, not sure if Danny's going to end up picking up that Masa. Maybe we go back to Cardia to grab some shards when we're done here. But she will get that X-Cal and or that Vorpal.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty good. Trying to cake the undead here.
I don't think Quake works on vampires. Because
Yeah.
it follows the rules of if it floats and or flies, cake no worky.
Mm-hmm. Works on specters and geists and stuff like that, so very strange though. I guess they have legs.
They do. Yeah,
I would just imagine the vampire was just too strong, you know, it was I don't know, an innate ability to not fall through a crack in the floor.
Mm-hmm. I've lost count of shards we found in Sky so far, but I don't think it's been terribly many.
Not many. I think we've gotten there was 5 on the way up through Mirage, and I think there's been 1 so far.
Scar, I believe, is within spitting distance of being Topher ready. I think we just need 3 more shards.
I think so.
Scar exiting and going back in as Danny still dealing with the spider floor. So all the shards are in Martian Ice. Meh.
Maybe. The spider floor doesn't have anything on it. This. Eesh.
Come on, Sky 3.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Sky 3.
I think Danny's sitting at 14 shards right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we just need to find 10 shards up on Sky 3 and Danny will be in go mode. It'll be fine.
I mean, she's gonna get her 4 from Tiamat, and if we find a couple more on Sky 3, this is still fine.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta think Scar continues up looking for the item here and is gonna really want promotion, although maybe not. I mean, they do have the Masa, but that dragon armor says they want it.
Yeah.
Question in chat, Dark Twins? Yes. And Phoenix and Possum Morpheus, thank you. It is a mid-Topher, so kind of I like mid-Topher. I think that's a really nice, even way to do some difficult flags. I think it's a nice little happy median. Short Topher always, you feel like it's not punishing enough sometimes. It's too quick. Long Topher can feel really bad with a deep wipe.
Mm-hmm.
I think mid-Topher is a nice compromise.
My one cranky old man complaint about mid-Topher is that with the removal of Sky 3, or with the removal of Topher 3rd floor, it makes it difficult to do a late game grind.
I think you get a fairly decent amount of XP from the floor when you walk in. It's not terrible, but it is not the good floor. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
All the shards are up here so far. 4 spike boxes. Let's see what Scar has.
Hey, there we go. 3 shards.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the raid, Karan.
Hello, Karan. Good evening. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to Game 2 of Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament 2025, the Great Chaos Caper between Danny and Scar. You're coming in at a time where Scar's kind of putting the pieces together, realizing what they have to do, getting their crystal out of Sky. This is going to lead to the tail we were just talking about, which is important because they found a Dragon Armor +5 they really want. Danny, a little bit behind, but is full clear in this dungeon and going to be getting plenty of shards too. It was just a little bit of divergence between the runners here, which gave Scar a few more shards. Yeah, Ordeals was definitely rude to Danny as well. Those vanilla death touch sorcerers were very unpleasant.
Earth was pretty rude to both of our runners. The vanilla touch
Yeah.
attacks making the Spectergeist packs super problematic, as well as Ambush Thunder Wizards, which... Yep.
Yeah. Still have seen quite a, decidedly lack of ribbons.
Yeah, where'd they go?
That was a lot of boxes in Sky for no ribbons.
Yeah. Oh, and Scar exiting Sky, I believe, done with shards.
They need 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they need 2. Yeah, this feels like
Alright, Danny, it's a team fight. You got this. We don't have any good insta-kills, but we got fast, we got temper, we got bonk. Invis is there too, I guess. Let's go. Melee destroys the white mage, but that's okay. Ooh, not a lot of melee out of that fighter.
oh,
Melee takes it down to 265. This is not going the way we wanted it to. Tia continuing melee, it's just down to our black mage.
oh dear.
This was 3 into 56, but nope, a thunder takes us out. Oh, Danny. Danny, please.
Hmm.
And I don't know that Danny saved after Mirage 2.
I don't think so. Yeah. Scar took a bonk off of Bahamut, having not turned in that crystal to the tail.
Oh,
having to go back. All right, we're going shopping. At least Danny knows where the shards are here, knows that she doesn't have to go back for any kind of gear, so this will be a decently quick climb back up. Just definitely unfortunate. That was really a Tiamat that wasn't playing.
Getting some weird stuttering from Scar's stream, but it seems to have cleared up.
A little bit there, but I think we're okay. Lock level 6. Alright, Danny clearing her way back through Sky, gonna pick up the 1, 2, 3, 4 shards and item on this floor. Do we take another dive at Tiamat, do you think? It's gonna feel kind of gross to leave those 4 shards behind, but
I think you have to.
yeah.
Because, like, we're very far behind on shard count for being an hour in. And yeah, we don't have any good options for it. Our black mage, yeah, we got Fasty, we got Temper, but we don't have anything, like, we don't have Nuke, we don't have Brack, we don't have Bane. So those are all awkward. And our armor situation for our fighter is not grand either.
We did pick up that Bane sword from the first Cardia boxes that we picked up next to that X-Cal, so better serve Black Mage doing, temper things, but could bring up that Black Belt to try to throw out a cheeky Bane and hope. And yeah, Phoenix, from a few minutes ago, I think Scar absolutely is making that carry play here. 2 shards behind carry. They got to feel pretty decent about their levels. They have over 600 HP on that fighter with a Dragon Armor +5. So, Dani walking out. Why no exit?
Unsure.
Hmm. Wait. Maybe we're going back for the shard on this floor here, too. Yeah, there were 2 here. She didn't get these. Okay, so we're going to grab these, and then we're going to maybe then exit out, house up, and then try to climb for Tia.
If we've already come down this far, I think we're just going to exit.
Okay. So what's that? These are just garbage boxes, too. It's like full of just enemies that resist something, and Fade's doing its best, but you know, to your point, there's no nuke, there's no real good way to get through these things. Alright, so we have a Lich. That's a big nuke right off the get. Black Mage dead. Stop comes out, misses. Life 2 comes out, does its job. Swing from that X-Cal, 478. Down goes Lich. Okay, healing up. Dani gets her tail, gonna get promotion. Gar pulling carry too. We're gonna defense, we're gonna fast. I think we probably power bonked as well. No, we're just gonna swing, that's fine. 6 for 400 damage. Carry punches back pretty hard, but you know, this fight's pretty fighters kitted out. We got some good gear. Another swing. Now hits 1300. Down goes carry.
Alright, we made it through the first 2. Kraken's an annoying melee test. Our first major test is going to be Tia 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because we ain't got no ribbons.
Yeah. Dani making her on-rack play over here. Gonna get the loot and the key.
Scar approaching Kraken 2. Let's begin. Ruse on the white mage, fast and a swing. Swing goes out. 2 hits, 346. That is not a good amount of hits. Let's see if we have any luck that we can take advantage of. Nope, we're just going for temper. 2 hits, 346 again. Temper goes off. Defense goes off. Lightning 2 is just about the best thing we wanted to see. Looks like heals. No, fade strats. Okay, we do have luck 2, level 6. There we go. Luck 2 goes off. More lightning 2. Kraken being very, very kind to us. 7 hits, 946. We're through the Kraken 2 fight.
Welcome Raiders RPG Limit Break. Joining us here. We're in Temple of Fiends for Scar. Fizzles, you know, this race is coming down to it here.
Let's try Tia 2 and think really good thoughts. We get the wall off. Turn 1. Melee goes out 2 hits, 142. Fast goes off after. First turn, Thunder. Does kind of a bit to the Black Wizard, but not a lot else. A preemptive lock 2. Here's the Bane. Bane through the ribbon on that there White Mage. We are down to 1 and 1. 7 hit, 717. We got good damage. We're probably going to make it through Tia. Chaos presents a problem.
Mm-hmm.
6 hits for 666. Tia's still there. Ice continuing to chip away at our health, but this X-Cal 7 hits 830. We make it through, but we're now in Problem Town.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We have Recovery Magic on... Okay, we have enough life casts for both of them. I got real scared for a second there.
Yeah, that was almost a mismenu, I think, onto the black belt by accident. Oh dear.
Our ablative meat shield is down before we make it to the final battle. Never mind, it's back up. We're fine. Alright, chaos time. Do some last minute party jiggling. Interesting, we're prioritizing the fighter and the black mage. Let's begin. Drink to the fighter. Wall to the fighter. Fast to the fighter. And power gauntlet. Wall goes off first. Turn 1 ice 3. Ablative meat shield is removed. Fast goes off. Power gauntlet goes off. We're going to try wall to the black mage now. With some temper and some more power. Lightning 3 goes off. Does kind of a number to that black mage. Wall goes off. Power goes off. If we're not going to start swinging now, we're probably going to wait for the Cure 4. It seems like we're going to wait for the Cure 4. Incoming melee destroys the white mage. More power. More power. Here comes Crack, misses both of them. Final temper charge and a power gauntlet going off. Here's Inferno, still chipping away at health. Looks like we're going to start swinging now. If Chaos isn't going to cast Cure 4, we're just going to have to go for it. 1050 damage from our first swing. Slow 2 tags the Black Mage. That's what we wanted. 4 hits, 1041. Still swinging. Melee takes us down to a knee. 6 hits, 2085 damage. Down goes Chaos. Scar finishes in first place. With official race time, GG time, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 16 seconds. GG.
GG's. Wow. That was some big swings there by that Masa.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky. Very spooky. GG, Scar. I think I see Scar in the waiting room. I'm going to grab him. And we are joined in the booth by our winner tonight, Scar. GG's.
GG, thank you.
So, what were your thoughts on that seed?
That was terrible.
I accept no responsibility this time. That had nothing to do with this one.
It's not my fault.
No one has anything to do with it. Yeah, it's nobody's fault. It's the randomizer. You know, we set up a flag set, and it is this was an unexpected outcome. Was it pleasant? No, but it's within the realm of what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, so there was rude stuff everywhere. Thunder Hydras, Thunder Wizards, Death Touch Sorcerers. You guys were seeing a lot of garbage all over the place. But, like, the icing on the cake for me was, like, how did it feel with that River to Meltman and having to use that? I thought that was really cool to see from our end, but, like, I definitely felt bad for the runners.
No, I love the River to Melt ones. It's, it's definitely, like... I was expecting less out of that one change, but it has come up very often in my practice for the round of 32. I think it's come up in both of these seeds. I think we did a pretty good job with this flag set.
Mm-hmm. The flag set looks fun. It definitely does look fun.
it is a shame that the meta has become to knock down the black belt. We didn't make them enticing enough.
I mean, Masa +5 in a box though says that it was probably going to happen anyway.
Oh, I made my decision on character select, knock down the black belt.
We were wondering with the naming of the black belt as XXX if that was a sign or not.
It was. I named my characters after myself and my friends, and it would feel wrong to name a character after one of my friends and then keep them dead the whole seed.
I can appreciate that. I definitely can. Danny, working her way through Sea Shrine, the shards were very few and far between in the early game for both of you. You made the on-rack play a little bit earlier, so you picked up what was in C and you got your loot and your key, while Danny made the play towards Sky first. She went to Ordeals, got the bottle, followed that chain. You followed suit short after. What were your thoughts in the early game, knowing that you didn't have a whole lot of shards going on? The dungeons that you want to go into with Sea Shrine and Sky coming up, but like, what were your thoughts? Were you hoping to have a little more, or this something that you've also seen in some of your practices?
No, Volcano usually has shards. I've been robbed.
There was not much going on in there.
I was sweating because it's like, oh man, am I gonna get the cube? Is the cube gonna be at the end of the chain from? Because like, it was either like, it was. I like when I entered Ordeals, I knew the chain. Was some combination of cube, crystal, bottle into tail. It's like, okay, I kind of want the tail. I've got this dragon armor. I've got an X-Cal. But it's like, how early does the cube show up, and how deep into the sky is the thing going to be, and is it going to be on Sky 2, and am I going to go for it if it's on Sky 2? If it wasn't on Sky, if the key item was on Sky 2, I would have figured something else out. I hate Sky 2.
Yeah, that is
with how much time
form.
I lost in the Earth Cave to those Thunder Wizards, and just the regular old stun touch Geists. I got a 9-pack of Geists and Ghouls, and it's like, you're gonna sit here for a minute, and you're gonna. I should have reset earlier, but you always gotta cross your fingers a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. There was just a lot of rude going on. Danny saw Death Touch Sorcerers a couple times in Ordeals. You were the first one to run into those Thunder Wizards, which turned you away several times. So it was definitely a bit of an early game, rough time going on for sure.
Well, that early power bonk was bittersweet. It's always great to have it, but it's not what I was looking for when I got it.
Yeah, it always, I thought you were probably going there to see, like, maybe there's the tail here, and then you run into the power bonk over there at Lefane, and I think I said it's always appreciated, but not exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah, the level 1 Life 2 was very nice. The spells rolled kind of okay this seed.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they rolled pretty good. Cure 4 and Fast, both on level 1, is pretty good.
It's funny seeing the knight with access to black magic like that. All right, Danny fillets a kraken. Oh, hey, look, the thief was here that we could have maybe used with those katana +5s that, looked really good being sold for that ruby an hour ago.
That was great. Did she also get the katanas to sell for the ruby?
Yeah, you guys both did the same thing there. It was pretty funny.
That was great. I was very appreciative of that.
Yeah, back-to-back boxes, too, which was funny.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
So, looks like she still needs 4 shards. Might be checking key locks for stuff.
Yeah, we picked up that key over here in Onrak,
And that, I believe, is where
okay.
we get the forfeit.
I don't blame her.
Mm-hmm.
GG's, Danny.
Yeah, GG's to Danny.
Hey, there she is.
I got hit with the Discord update. Slow me down.
Discord always gonna Discord. GG's, Danny.
Thanks.
So, in the early game, Fizzle told us that he has been 100 for 100% in rolling black belt seeds. What were your thoughts seeing the black belt and then partnered right away with a white mage?
I would have rather played that seed you gave me on Friday 10 times tonight before taking that black belt white mage today. That was my first thoughts.
Yeah, party selection was kind of rude, but you both got the fighter pretty early on in Canaria, so that was at least nice.
That helped.
That definitely helped.
That helped.
Yeah.
Getting Fade in Life 2 1 made me
Mhm.
dislike that white mage a little less.
Yeah,
And that was probably the last 2 good things that happened in that seed.
Fast was at level 1. That was a pretty good thing.
Oh, well, like all the good magic at level 1, like that and getting a fighter in Canaria. That was probably the last good things that I experienced at that seed. I was real happy about all of that. And then I left Canaria and it just all went downhill. Very quickly. On wheels. Rapid speeds. Cast fast on the wheelchair. Just all downhill. 90-degree angle. Didn't stop till I said hello to Hooray. Oh.
Definitely a rude early game. The lack of shards we were just talking about, the Thunder Wizards, which were pleasant to both of you. You caught the worst of the Death Touch sorcerers though in ordeals.
5 times? I think it took me 5 times to get through there.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Yeah,
was so bad. I think. Okay, well, let's see, but like, I don't know how many times it took me to get through Earth either, and that the white Tatia. Oh, after getting the tail there, and I was like, nah, like the crystal that ended up turning into tail, which like was great because I heard there was a Mazza. Don't know where that was. Or ribbons. Were there ribbons anywhere?
Couldn't find one. I was so scared.
I was wondering if you had one, Scar, because I didn't see Danny grab any.
No, I had none. I was frightened. It's like I'm gonna get turn ordered. This is gonna be turn 1 crack from chaos, and I'm gonna be just bleeding time over and over again with no real way to do it. Because like, what am I gonna do? Go to Ice Cave and loot Ice Cave for a ribbon?
Yeah. Because the only place I didn't full clear that I was C, but like you went there and you said they weren't there, so they had to have been all in either locked boxes or ice.
There were a few chests in C I skipped, so they could have been there. But I was like, with how much Earth took me like 4 or 5 tries to get through, and I was feeling real behind. So I was like, okay, I need to put this off early and just hope wall works.
Pretty much. Yeah, I headed to Earth right after getting the canoe, and I'm there, and it's like, it's there, and it's just whatever, we'll just try it. And I started getting there, and I was exiting the river that's so conveniently there. And I died to thunder. And I went, that's the universe telling me, don't go to Earth. So I turned around, and I went to Volcano. It was better than Earth, because Earth was miserable once I got there. But no, that white Tatia after full clearing sky, that hurt a little bit. And then there was just so many shards, and when I was in Mermaids and I saw Scar finish, I thought to myself, I was like, I looked to see how many I had. And I thought, if I can get all the way through here and find enough shards to not have to look for any, I'll give Topher one dive. When I got all the way through C and found nothing, and I still knew I was going to need 4 after Kraken, I decided, no, I don't want it anymore. So we were going to just go, we were going to hit something real hard, which is why we still did Kraken, because I wanted to hit something real hard. And then I hit something real hard, and I brought black wheels because Biz and Wheels were going to say hi to Ray. And I left on rack, and me and Biz and Wheels went, and they said hello to Ray, and they're just going to stay in Dwarf Cave the rest of the night. They're resting. They've had enough. They are done.
Sounds like a comfortable place to cozy up after an evening full of traversal. So definitely can appreciate that. And Fizzle, anything else you want to run by our runners here before we start kicking things around here to final thoughts?
No, I think you got all the questions I wanted to ask.
All right. Awesome. So let's toss it on over to Scar. Winner of game 2. We're going to be doing a game 3 at some point. Not sure when that's going to be, but if games 1 and 2 were any indication of how game 3 is going to go, folks, you're going to want to be here. Game 1 was wild. Game 2 was rude. We're going to see what happens on game 3. So, Scar, game 3, final thoughts. GG's tonight.
Game 3 is Suntium. More thieves, less black belts, please. Got surprise attacked so many times.
Yeah, maybe we'll see if someone besides Fizzle can roll in the next one, but no promises. Danny, number 2 on stream, number 1 in our hearts, as always. GG's. Final thoughts on the seed.
Do I have to be here for the next one? Just out of curiosity.
I think it's mandatory.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's got to be you if you want to count.
After these last 2 races, I'm afraid to say what I don't want or do want, because the Lord knows what we're going to get. So at this rate, I'm just throwing up my hands like it'll all be fine. Either one of us are going to win, that's guaranteed, and then I'm going to have a snack after, like I'm going to do right now. So yeah, that's my plans for the next one, whenever we decide that one will be. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be done with this. I'm going to go watch some trash TV. And thank you to Luffy and Fizzle for doing this. Everyone who watched, yeah, this was a thing. It's now over. Hooray!
Hooray! Fizzle, my co-com, my restreaming partner, my person keeping me honest when I was forgetting the clicky things. Final thoughts.
I'm sorry, I keep rolling black belt seeds.
So we'll see what happens for game 3. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Black belts, TM, black belts soon. Who knows? We'll see you in game 3. But thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. Ciao and chillax, everyone. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.